Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining us here at our show tonight. My name is Jordan Rosine, and I am a company member here with the Ume Group. In a moment, I'll find my notes and tell you what I have to say, which is that tonight's performance is being recorded and may be released publicly as part of Storytelling on Screen, which is an open access online educational resource about playback theater published by Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike 4.0 license. To learn more about this Creative Commons license, you can click the link that we're dropping in the chat. In light of the open access nature of this recording, we do encourage you to monitor your own participation to make sure that you feel safe and comfortable with whatever stories you may choose to share tonight. If you have any questions or need to revoke your consent, feel free to contact me, Jordan Rosine, at jrosine@vt.edu. And at this point, it's my great pleasure to hand it over to our conductors for the evening, Jorge and Yokko.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jorge, and I'll be the co-conductor today along with Yokko.
Hi, my name is Yokko. I'm conductor with Jorge tonight. We're going to facilitate the event tonight.
Yeah, we're essentially going to be hosting you, showing you around, right? So let's just get over some details of tech stuff. So first off, you need to. The show is better enjoyed if you have hide non-video participants clicked. And for that, if you click on the three little dots on on any video, and if not, I'll take you through the long way because that's the way I know, actually. Let's do that. If you go to settings, if you go to down by where your video is, there's an upright arrow. You click on that, you click on video settings. You scroll down on that and there will be a box that says hide non-video participants. It's right underneath where it says always show preview dialogue when joining video meeting, right? That should be clicked so that all cameras, when they're off, they disappear, right? We don't have that name up top or showing, right? Show is also best enjoyed if everyone is on gallery view. So I want you to go ahead and click on gallery view right now, please. We should also go ahead and practice muting and unmuting, right? So you go ahead, bottom left corner of your Zoom screen, there's a microphone there. You click on that, a red strike line should come up. That means you're muted. And when you click on that again, you're unmuted, right? Same for video. You can go ahead and practice now. I'm going to do mine. Kapow, right? You click bottom left where it says camera on or off, and your camera magically comes on and off, right? Beautiful. Practice, practice, practice. Let's check on the chat and see what's up. Welcome. Excellent. Beautiful. So let's just go ahead and define what playback is, and I think I will do it in a very personal way. I'm not the owner of playback, so I'll just do it. I'll tell you what it means for me, right? And it definitely means that it's about creating a space where we can share and reflect stories that would otherwise go untold, right? That would otherwise be put in the corner. It's a place where we can get together and have fun while giving airtime to stories that we don't often share, right? So we definitely believe that everyone's story deserves to be told, and everyone deserves to be heard. So I'll pass it on to Yokko.
So I'm going to go through the guideline for tonight. So this is a audience participatory event. Am I correct pronounced? So it's like we ask you to share your story, And so we will play back to you your story, and please tell your own story, and it's not someone's story. And that's first one. And the second is keep the story short a little bit. It doesn't need to be like super short, but it's a little shorter. And also before sharing us, before telling your story, sharing your story, please ask yourself that it's, if this is a comfortable sharing in public space. So that's all three things is the guideline tonight. So we are moving into company introduction now. So everyone, please turn off the camera, including company member. Okay. Hi, my name is Yokko. I am a non-binary, Japanese, and double culture holder. So American and Japanese culture. I'm here in 15 years. So what I feel, rainbow.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Jordan Rosine. I am a 30-year-old, male-bodied, gender non-conforming, white, French ancestry teacher. And I feel excited to be with you all tonight.
Yeah. Yes. Hi, my name is Kaitlyn. I identify as female, very female presenting body. I am a caretaker and someone who has many cultures and many names, and I feel very intrigued and curious.
Aww. Aww. Yeah. Hi, my name is Keelie Sheridan. I am a people person and a northerner living in the South and a teacher. And I feel hopeful about those things.
Hi! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm hopeful, I'm happy, I'm from the North, and I'm here now. Hi. I'm Jorge. I am a cisgender male and I am an actor. I have to look at my notes to say those, right? I'm an actor, I'm an artist, I'm a dad, and I feel about that.
Great, that's us. That's us. Maybe playback ensemble. So what we can do tonight first is I would love to. We would love to collective feelings. So how do you feel? How do you feel when you hear the word identity? And could you please put a word or two in the chat? And about a word or two words about like what do you feel like to hear that word identity? So I put myself confused. Yes, thank you. Few more. Fantastic. Great job. Yes, we can wrap around. So nice. Oh, beauty. Great. So okay, we can close up right now. Thank you guys. So we are going to reflect this collective, the group tonight. We are sharing same time. So we are going to, I'm going to read through confused, excited and confused, blank, blah, blah, and pleased, uncertain, conflicted, blend, sometimes proud, adventure, sometimes ashamed, changing, go with the flow, complex, secure, me, complex. So ensemble, we're going to reflect this collective feeling about a word identity. So we're going to do fluid sculpture for this. So please turn off your camera, everybody, including me. Let's watch.
Dun, da, 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 dun, da. Dun, da, 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 dun, da. Dun, da, da, da.
I thought you were me and I'm you, but I know who I am. I thought you were me and I were you. But I know who I am. I thought you were me and I were you, but I know who I am.
No. No.
Oh, you were me? I know who I am. I thought I was you and you were me. But I know who I am. I thought I were you and you were me, but I know who
Maybe.
I am. I thought I was you and it.
Thank you, ensemble. So while you're seeing this reflecting like a playback about the collective feelings, is anyone feel everyone like feel reflecting like you saw something you're feeling or reflected? If and then please turn on the camera as we practice. So now is the participating part. If you can, if you don't mind, please turn on your video to be with us, everyone. Thank you. If you're having challenging to turn on the video, please let us know. I think everyone can. That's great. So if you see that like what we played back and then like anything that you felt like, oh yeah, that's exactly reflected my feeling. If you can, if you don't mind, some nodding is happening. Did it something you saw what you felt? I think someone nodding. Anyone felt? Yes. Michael. Hi, hello. Would you mind to like expand like which one or which feeling that it's you felt that it's, oh yeah, that's exactly I felt reflected your feeling. Michael Zai, I cannot pronounce your last name. Maybe I should do. Thank you.
It's Zions.
Zions, cool name. My God.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think what played back for me that really got me was the the clue card. Like sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, this is me today. I'm gonna be like on fire and happy, and then like just like the superhero. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start off my day like that, be a superhero, and I love that.
Would you, we would love to do the reflect on that. Let's do Flare company. Flare of Michael's the superhero feeling, wake up. And let's do that, Flare. So everyone turn off the video. And let's watch. Great, thank you, Ensemble. And audience, please turn on camera to come back, please. So, Michael, how was it?
Oh, that just made my whole day. I so humorous and just yeah. I'm gonna take on that. I'm gonna take on that for my day tomorrow. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So now, Jorge, I'm passing Jorge.
Beautiful. All right. So, real quick, everyone, cameras on. I'm just going to ask a couple of questions, just like to really get us into it. Are you a night person or morning person? Touch your forehead, night person. Morning person, ear. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, morning person. That's awesome. I'm a night person. Okay, cat or dog or both. Yeah. Mine. Okay, do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert? Introvert, forehead, extrovert, ear. Awesome. All right. We probably will identify with this one so hard in the Zoom, in the age of Zoom, right? Do you prefer working at home or on the computer and at work in the computer? So home, office, home, office. Home is the best. All right. Here we go. So, do you identify more with your nationality or your race? So, nationality for forehead or race for your ear? Nationality or race? Excellent. Okay. So, do you identify more with your gender or your sexuality? Gender, sexuality. It could be both. Excellent. Thank you for just jumping in on that. Let's just go ahead and collect a first story. So just like keep going. Would anybody like to share a story about their identity with us? Raise your hand, and it'll take me a little bit to get to you because I have like multiple Zoom all these screens, yes, Dave, but I mean, partner.
Hi, I'm Shlomit.
Hi, Shlomit. How are you? I'm Jorge.
Hi. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. Bienvenida. All right.
Yes. Well, I guess my story of identity is that I am half Colombian and half Israeli. And it's like I have an accent in all the languages. I speak Spanish, Hebrew, and English. And I never belong anywhere, and I always belong everywhere. And I am fearless because, because of my nationalities. I guess that's my story. I don't really have a story, but
No. This is great. We're gonna reflect on that, and we're gonna show you. So I think that this is an amazing story for a song and movement pair. And we're gonna go ahead and watch. Everyone, do me a favor, mute yourselves and cameras off. And let's go ahead and watch. Here we go. Let's watch.
I have an accent in 3 languages. I have an accent in 3 tongues. I have an accent in 3 languages. And look what I've become. I'm proud of my nationalities. I'm proud to be so very me. I have an accent in 3 languages. But at least I speak 3 languages.
Which means I belong here and I belong there. I belong here and I also belong there. I belong here and I belong there. I belong there pretty much everywhere. I belong here and here and here and here and there.
Thank you so much. All right, everyone, come back, please. How was that?
that was. I was laughing. I never heard a song about having an accent in 3 languages and belonging here, belonging there. Yes, pretty much it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. All right, so anyone else would like to share another story with us about their identity? It'll take me a hot second to go around because I have so many screens. Anyone else?
Tasha.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Yokko. I didn't see that yet. Thank you. Tasha, go ahead.
Well, this just occurred to me. So I'm going to reel off some of my checklists, and then I'm going to tell you the hierarchy that I have. So I'm a white, single, childless female of 75 years old. So my hierarchy is being single and childless comes pretty low on the list. Higher on the list is divorced. Higher than that is married but not divorced. Childless is pretty low on the list. At least I had 2 abortions. So that puts me a little higher than childless. But having kids is higher than not having kids. This is in my sort of wishes for how my life had gone, hierarchy. Not that I wish a divorce. No. but still, if you had a divorce, at least you got married.
Right.
So, so it's not a very, I don't score high on the hierarchy. Interestingly enough, I'm a pretty happy person, and I don't mind being 75. But I missed out on a lot of opportunities that people who maybe were more functional than I had.
All right, thank you, Tasha. Tasha, if you would have to give your story a title, what would that be?
It would be Lego blocks.
Lego blocks. All right. So everyone mute yourselves, cameras off. We're going to watch Tasha's Lego blocks in the form of fluid sculpture. So everyone cameras off, please, and mute fluid sculpture Lego blocks by from or
Oh, wait.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Let's watch.
Not so high and high enough. Not so high and high enough.
I mean, this
Not
is
so.
smaller than this, but these are both smaller than that. Well, no, I guess if you, this, yeah, and then this one, no.
I can do whatever I want today.
So high and high enough.
I mean,
Not so high,
this
high enough.
would be,
Not so high, but high enough.
but this goes.
So high, but high enough.
I can do whatever I want today.
Thank you. Everyone come back, please. Cameras back, please. Tasha, my dear, how was that?
Well, I particularly liked the logs being stacked on top of each other. That showed the hierarchy, this hierarchy that I made up out of nowhere. It was pretty ridiculous, but it's still, it's my hierarchy, and I'll play that game if I want to.
Thank you for sharing, Tasha. All right, Yokko, take it away.
So now, if anyone want to echo to the Tasha's story, more than welcome to share. We can reflect on that story. Or anyone has the conflicting feeling or it's more contrasting feeling towards the identity, like a conflicting or contrasting feeling.
Rick.
Rick, yes.
Yeah, hey. So yeah, I have a little story that involves some contrasting feelings. My partner, Justin, and I created this song a couple months ago that was sort of about Elijah McClain, who, if you may know who that is, he was a Black man who was killed by police for just walking down the sidewalk, dancing and having a mask on. Basically, they thought he was maybe a criminal or something, and they ended up killing him accidentally. But definitely it happened. And we created a song about him, and it was beautiful, a very beautiful song. And then and so we're really proud of it. But then we also, wanted to share it with more people. So we decided that the smartest thing to do was to send it to the mother of Elijah, Shanine McLean, to see if she thought it was good or if she was comfortable with it, basically. And we got back a response on Friday that she was very, very offended by it, and she felt it was re-traumatizing. And so that was devastating to hear, of course. And but it was also good to hear, because I'm like, well, I'm glad we found that out from someone who's very close to the situation. So, but in terms of identity, here I am, a white male who chose to try to highlight some aspect of this tragedy. And then I feel like I really maybe sort of screwed up. And I may have been very insensitive to some of the issues in this situation. So so I feel very bad about that. So I know that's kind of my story.
Thank you for sharing. If you can put a title, or that you are conflicting feeling, or two feelings, so that you can name it, this feeling and this feeling, which
Sure.
one more comfortable, the title or two different feelings?
Sure. I'll say proud and devastated.
Proud and devastating. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So we are going to reflect this story in song and movement pair. And audience, please turn off your camera and mute microphone. We are going to watch the Rick's story. And let's watch.
I want to touch this, but I don't know how. I feel compelled to touch it, but I don't know how. I want to touch it, but I don't know how. I want to touch, to help.
I tried to touch it, but I didn't know how. I tried to touch it, and I tried to help. I tried to touch it, and I know something now. I tried to touch it, and this is where we are.
Thank you, ensemble. Please, audience, camera back on. And Rick. Yeah, Rick. How was it?
Thank you. That it felt very healing to hear people sing, your performers sing about the kind of the longing and the disappointment, the deflation that I feel. So that was really helpful.
Thank you for sharing the story tonight. So anyone who has like a can be a reflecting, like a echoing, like something story that it's like provoked you to share tonight, or could be something again a different conflicting or story related to identity. It could be the identity that changed in your life, the identity changed, that something transform happened in your lifetime, and something related to. Would you like to share one story? Yeah, so it could be, yes, two. Oh no. So next we will cover you. I think Mountaine, can I pronounce, pronounce correctly?
Very close. Mountaine, yes.
We go back to Chris later, so.
Yeah. I had a really good idea and now it vanished.
It takes time.
Yeah, but there's so much in identity. Okay, I know what it is. So I was the one who put the word pleased in the chat. And what I meant by that was I was pleased that your company had chosen this subject, because actually with Queer Playback NYC, many of us are here tonight. We're having a little field trip from our rehearsals. And we worked with that theme, just so happens, a couple of weeks ago, and explored it a little bit in one rehearsal. So I'm pleased because I think it can be a place for very rich stories. And I'll be interested to see if someone will have a longer story about dealing with identity, but mine is just being pleased for right now.
Great, yeah, it's exactly, we want to hear the longer story from this point, but let's do pleased with flair. How's that? How's that sound? Great. So everyone audience, turn off the camera and we are going to do flair pleased.
You're doing that.
Oh.
Great, thank you, ensemble. So audience, please turn camera back on. And Mountaine, how was?
That was cute. Thank you. That was cute. I feel like my pleased was honored.
Great, thank you. Thank you for sharing your feeling. So yes, I'm gonna pass it to Jorge.
Let's do it. All right. So, can someone tell us about a time that was emblematic or definitive or symbolical of who you are or want to be? I'll say it again. Can someone tell us about a time that was emblematic of who you are or where you want to be?
Hey, we need to go back to Chris. Sorry, I have to.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we could do that. I am so sorry. Well, Chris, do you want to answer that question? No.
Or maybe transformation. That's I think previously I asked a transformation happened in your life. Is that related to your story, Chris?
Yeah, transformation resonated with me.
Let's do that.
Yes, let's do that. Thank you.
So I had a career as a computer programmer, and so I had this kind of identity of like not well at the time I really didn't enjoy it, and I didn't have any passion for it, and I would go to meetings and just like not feel like I didn't belong, and just like, why am I doing this? And then I finally changed careers and I became a therapist. And now I have a lot of passion for what I do, and I enjoy learning more in my field. And so I went from really feeling like I was kind of missing out on something to feeling really fulfilled in my work.
All right. All right, Chris. So then if you would perhaps like to give a title to that story, what would it be? First word that comes to mind.
Can you title it for me?
The Journey.
Sure.
All right. Beautiful. So this is an amazing chance to go ahead and go for a 3-part story. Everyone, cameras off, please. Make sure you're muted. And let's watch Chris's The Journey.
Jorge, could we get just a few more details from Chris about his journey before we begin?
Absolutely.
If you're willing to share, Chris, just a few more things about your career, your new career, perhaps.
Yeah. So basically, I started to. I was in therapy myself, and I started to think about. I wanted to change careers, and I was like kind of unsure. And then once I started to, I pursued social work, and then I learned more about like training after social work, and then I became certified as a Gestalt therapist, and then I just kept going, and kind of one thing just led to another in a really kind of fluid, easy way, which was completely unlike the programming, where I was just kind of like, I don't know, just disinterested, and do I really have to like feeling passion for different opportunities. Does that help? Great.
Thank you. All right, so cameras off, and let's watch Chris's The Journey.
No. I don't think I fit. I don't fit. This doesn't fit. Let's try. Oh no. You guys, I don't think I fit.
Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Oh, I kind of I like this one. Huh. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
All right, everyone come back, please. Chris, how was that?
Great. Definitely saw my story. Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
We can go to the one we. Sorry, I interrupted.
Well, how dare you? No.
The symbolic, emblematic.
Yes. Let's. Okay. So, can anyone tell us about a time that was definitive, or emblematic, or symbolical, a great symbol of a moment, a definitive moment
Roni.
of who you are?
Roni is raising hand. And Noha.
Roni. Uh-oh.
We will come back to Noha. Then Roni.
Roni, let's hear you, sir.
Okay. So, I grew up in Israel, and I grew up in this very tough neighborhood. So I had to be a tough kid. And when I was 15, I fell in love in a girl, and she was in a drama class. So I said, okay. I didn't know how to approach her, so I went and I joined the drama class. I was doing the rehearsal, and I wasn't really into the drama. I was more into her. And one day, the director, he put a music, classical music, and he put everyone in one side of the studio and said, you have to cross to the other side and you have to dance like you're a ballet dancer or with music. And I started to really get nervous about this, and because it was really out of my comfort zone. Like, I cannot do something like that. I fight with other kids. I don't dance like a ballet dancer. It's not me. So then it's my turn, and everybody's looking at me, and my legs are frozen. It's like every conditioning that I ever received in my life was coming against me in that moment. And I stood there for a few moments. I couldn't move. And the director said, "Are you going to do it? We're waiting for you. You can do it." And then I decided to let myself free. And I started to dance. And I started to dance. And I never stopped. Since then, it's like my world of dance, the world of theater, the world of healing. That moment changed my life. I chose a different path for myself.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Roni, if you would have to give a title to this story, what would it be?
Unlearning.
Unlearning. Excellent. Okay, this is going to be an amazing story for perspectives. Everyone, cameras off, please. And let's watch Roni's unlearning.
You looking at me? Hey. You looking at me? You want to fight? You want to fight? You better look away unless you want to fight. Yeah, all right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, tough guy. Here we go. You looking at me?
I am the floor, and these kids keep running back and forth. Sometimes they kiss and hold hands, and now they're doing improv, and now they're doing ballet. Oh. What's this guy doing? He's sitting, standing, not moving. What's this guy doing? Get a move on, bud. You're squashing my nose. I promise you'll have more fun if you do a little shiny.
Come on, you can do it. Dance, you can do it. I see it in you. I know you want to. Come on. Oh, no, no. Move. You can do it. Oh my God, yeah, that's one. Come on, do another one. Yeah. Oh, you're doing it. You're amazing. Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone come back, please. Roni, good sir, how was that?
It was wonderful. Thank you so much for the great perspectives. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yokko, would you remind me who else?
Noha.
Let me see. Oh, Noha, how are you? I found you. Hi. Would you like to share a story?
Sure. So I have been stopped several times in airports, about a total of 9 times. And it's happened to me domestically and internationally. But the last time that I was stopped internationally, and this was in London,
and it was the Department of Homeland Security that was requesting a secondary search. I decided, being that it was the 9th time that I've been stopped at an airport, to contact some of my lawyer friends. I'm a lawyer. And so after the 9th time, I remembered a lawsuit that I had been a plaintiff in, and I had sued George Bush and the whole cabinet. And so since then, I've been getting stopped in airports. But I was able to speak with an attorney at the ACLU, and I told them, I was like, I think it might have something to do with this case. And so I was able to speak with the attorney, and the first thing out of the attorney's mouth was, it's an honor to speak with one of the original plaintiffs of the Pearl case. And I was just like, oh, fuck, what the fuck did I get myself involved in? And then the attorney was like, yes, you're being stopped because they are targeting human rights activists at borders. And this is one of the ways that they are trying to stop people from activism. And that was kind of my aha moment of, you know, the fun that I would be dealing with as an activist.
Thank you. Thank you. Noha, what can I trouble you for a title for this piece?
Busted at the Border.
Okay. All right. So everyone, cameras off, please. Make sure you're muted. This is an amazing chance to go ahead and try a 3-part story. And we're going to watch Busted at the Border from Noha. Let's watch.
Come on. Why won't you let me light this? Just want to light this candle. Come on. Let's try another one. Come on. Just light already.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Can you hold on a second? You need to see what? My ID. I've showed you my ID. Can you please tell the client to hold? What are you looking for? No. Yeah, no, this is just like the I mean, this has definitely happened to me before, like 1, 2, 3, 4, any of these? 5, 6 times at least. Well, no, 7, 8. This is the 9th time this has happened to me.
So that's why the match wouldn't light.
All right, everyone come back, please. Noha, how was that?
That was great. I especially loved how Kaitlyn and Jordan, how it tied into each other. Thought that was really brilliant. And Jorge plays a lawyer pretty well. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Yokko, would you like to go ahead and take over?
So I think we have one more story. As we have time for one more story tonight. And if there's anyone who wanted to share but couldn't share because the subject wasn't quite, but there is a story about identity related, or something so if someone, the story that choose between being true your identity or wanted to fit in to the identity, that expectation is something, that story, or so that anything that you wanted to share but it didn't quite have chance today. It could be anything. Transformations work so also. So this is a one last story tonight. It can be transformation, can be anything that speak to you to share. Can be conflicting between two. Or the moment finding. It could be short, could be long. Yes, Dave, thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So this story takes place when I was very young, like 3 years old. And it's the epiphany. It's like the true story of the epiphany of me realizing that music was my thing. So I was in the back of my mother's car, and I'd be listening to songs, and I would understand that there was like this thing in the melody, and I was able to pick out scales, not knowing what they were. But I could pick out scales, and pretty soon I realized I could pick the scale out in anything that I heard. And I had an epiphany. I realized that like this is something, and that I can do that, whatever it is. And whatever it is, I like doing it and I want to do it. So that's short and sweet.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that story. So would you like to name a title of this moment, this story?
Fascination, just music fascination.
Music fascination. I think we can do narrative V for this story. So, and everyone please turn off the camera. We're going to music fascination. Let's watch.
Dave was just a little child when one day, while listening to his favorite song, he realized he could see things that other people couldn't see. He could hear the patterns in the way things worked. He could understand the mechanics behind the universe. All of this was hidden in a song. Dave, the universe, a song.
Thank you, Ensemble. Dave, everyone, so camera back on, please. And Dave, how was it?
That was fabulous. I really like that. Yes, I loved the narrative voice, Jordan. It was very compelling and rich sounding, and that was really kind of just added a kind of cool, smiley energy to it. So I appreciate it very much. And yeah, thank you again. That was great. That was great, you guys.
For sharing. Thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah, Keelie and who was the other? I can't, with the whole array here, I can't see who the other actor was. Like,
Keelie and
Keelie and Kaitlyn. Yeah, great.
Kaitlyn, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love that. The fascination posture you had. Really nice.
Thank you. So it's 8:11 p.m. East Coast time, but I would say last call. Last call, like if you have like a story that's, oh, I wanted it, like after you hearing other people's story that is, oh, actually I wanted to share this one, even little things, really short stuff or long stuff, I mean medium. Anyone who, hi, Michael, please.
Hello. Well, I guess it's something about being really tired of explaining who I am. And I guess I can think of like maybe three moments. One was when I was a teenage boy and I was in an all-boys school. I was in a drama club and I was really effeminate, and people automatically assumed I was gay. And that kind of continued as I was in the arts and I was in my early adulthood, and I kind of grew out of being effeminate, but people somehow still said, "No, I'm sure you're gay. You have that energy or something." And after a while, it was just whatever. And another moment is it's probably kind of current or the last 10 years or so of explaining what I actually do, because I do a little bit of everything. I teach. I teach in an institute of higher education, but I'm not an academic. I do applied drama, but I'm not an actor. I do playback and many other forms. I'm not just a playbacker. And it kind of gets tiring explaining that to relatives and people who are not so much into the arts about what applied drama is, how I'm not such, I don't identify as a performer, and so on and so forth. And I think the last one is is explaining that I am Chinese, but not from China. I'm Singaporean, and I dream and I speak in English, and Chinese, or Mandarin is not my first language. And that becomes complicated when I am dealing or working or being with friends from China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. And it seems sometimes there's an automatic assumption of understanding the nuances of the politics, the language, and so many things that goes into it. And even something as irritating as like if I'm teaching in China and I would love to have translators or interpreters, and it's automatically assumed that I wouldn't need one. And yes, that's true to a certain extent, but I again, as I said, I dream in English and I speak English most of the time, and my spoken Chinese it's possible and it works with the terminologies that I'm supposed to be imparting, but I think it's the assumption that is uncomfortable.
Thank you for sharing. I heard that you also do playback theater, and this is very I kind of want to ask. There's a few questions that would come up. One is, would you like to name a title, or could be picking 3 emotions that you'd think, or even would you like to choose the form? That's like I was even thinking, but could be a fluid sculpture that I'm thinking, but could be different form. Would you have some preference, Michael?
I'll leave the form to you.
Okay. Title, emotions, if you would love to share.
Well, I guess the 2 primary emotions are 2 or 3. Well, I'm resigned. I was really, really tired. I guess I'm still kind of tired of it. I'm resigned, and I think I'm in the process of accepting it. Like I'll be whatever you think I am. It doesn't quite matter. I know who I am. That's enough for me, and I function wherever I am, and I think I do a pretty good job of being whoever I need to be in different contexts, and that would be enough. And yes, I'm an actor. I would say that now instead of going into a 15-20 minute spiel.
Great. Actually, I changed my mind to 3-part story. I think if you don't mind, Michael, that what I'm hearing is it's getting little so many things as an identity. There's so many things is happening, but it's getting tired of it. To those like categorizing or like all those things getting tired, but then getting accepting right now. So I think a 3-part story might works. Ensemble feels comfortable, 3-part story. Okay, so let's do Michael's story and 3-part story. Everyone please turn off the camera and let's watch.
It's for you. Come on. For you. Okay. Maybe.
Thank you, ensemble. Please, audience, come back and the camera. Michael, how was it?
Thank you. That was really great. I love the elements of, deciding what mask to wear. I really like the elements of, fitting in. But the first one just struck the right note from the very start. It was just really tiring climbing up that set of drawers. And I guess part of it is it's tiring because it's also that I'm figuring out what's my identity. And I was just really tempted to open up the drawers and really figure out what's inside each of the drawers. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing the story. So I think we, this is all set tonight. So we are going to reflect each stories, the kind of ritual way of ending. So, for example, I start from once upon, there's a audience can participate too. So you will say that, please say that too. Please participate, inviting. So once upon a time, there was a story of 3 years baby boy is finding the music is my thing. And anyone can join the same form.
Once upon a time, there was a story of being pleased.
Once upon a time, there was a story of an activist.
And audience can join too, unmute, and you can share what you heard tonight.
Once upon a time, there was a story of 75 years of being myself.
Once upon a time, there was a woman who spoke 3 languages with accents.
Once upon a time, there was a man who wrote a song with really good intentions, but was very upset by the impact of the song.
Once upon a time, there was a man who stopped fighting and learned to dance.
Once upon a time, there was someone who went from computer programming to finding a new path, a new Gestalt theory for therapy.
Once upon a time, there was a man who was just so tired of having to find the right niche.
I think we covered. Great, thank you so much for this participating in the ritual at the end. So Jorge will close that.
Beautiful. So thank you, Yokko. So I would just like to take a moment for whether you told your story or not. We believe that even though that story was not told, though that story has a space and time, and it's important as every other story that was told. So I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge the stories that were not told. All right. Thank you very, very much for your generosity of spirit, for your willingness to participate, for your openness, for your beautifulness, for your gorgeousness. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing us a pleasure to serve you and to show you, right? So have a beautiful night. We can stay for a hot second, I believe, to chat if you want. And if not, have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thank you.